Hey guys. Hey guys, hey. Alright. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to hold the camera and cut this. Not a pro with that. Alright. Undo this. Okay. All the wires for the transmission are done. There is that goes to that. Okay. I'm gonna also undo this P clamp as well. Yeah, I'm gonna undo it from right here. Y'all can't see it. I'm gonna undo this bolt right here, and then it might be a 13. I have it right here. Alright, so I think this is a, it's not 13, it's like a 12, probably 12 or 11. We take that off, and then this will come off, and then that will be everything that's connected to the transmission. After I drain it, I'll also get up top and take off the top. So for this, for me to drop the transmission and angle it, I have to take out the shifter, the top part of it. So I gotta undo those bolts. That's why it's cut. You can see right through my shit. But I'm gonna make a little boot for that, so that when I put it back in, the boot will basically keep everything out while I have it out, which will be the perfect timing. So that, and then once I'm done that, get the drive shaft bolts out, and we'll be pretty much good. Had to open up my garage to, you know, get the exhaust out. But I also wanted to show you while I have it out. So my exhaust is the Gemini, I think it was the Gemini R400 or whatever it's called by NVIDIA. I think they changed it to something else. But this is the look of it. I had this with Tomei unequal lift over, sorry. So I had this with the Tomei unequal length headers and their overpipe, and then the rest of this was the catback exhaust that came for the Gemini 400. So I ran that, but now that I'm doing the LS swap, I wanted to keep this. So I sold my headers and I sold my overpipe, but I wanted to keep the rest of it and see what it sounds like, because there's not too many mating videos, like everybody straight pipes or gets something custom or something like that. I want to know what it sounds like coming through there. So in the front here, nice little Y pipe, is CX Racing. They got the flex joints. It meets right up to that right there. Went with a flat gasket. I tried to do a donut gasket, as y'all saw in my earlier videos. I don't even know if I'm gonna post those because those were embarrassing. But I went ahead and just did the flat gasket. I just thought the donut gasket made more sense. But my brother convinced me to just do flat gasket, whatever. It's so pretty compared to that. I mean, it's gonna look like shit later, but here are theirs. For C-clamps, you know, perfect, whatever. They fit nicely. I also, as y'all have seen already, have their headers. So in total, I want to say it was about 12. Not knocking Siki, but Siki does offer long tube headers, but they are around 1,200, 1,400 just for the headers, long tube or whatever. With CX Racing, you spend just about that, and it'll already have that middle pipe that you need to go to your catback exhaust. Because a lot of people aren't aware, I'm pretty sure, if you don't have a Subaru, or if you don't have a BRZ, our overpipe goes up into our car on this side. I think I remember. In this side, very annoying heat shield. If you've ever had to take that out, you already know. But it goes up in the car and comes back down and then connects to your catback exhaust. With this is just sitting, coming from the headers and going under. Both, I will say, both Siki and CX Racing headers are right on that firewall, right on that, close to that line. Mine's is touching the bolt holding the line there, but for the most part, I may reroute those at a later date, but right now it's just touching the bolt. It's not touching the line. I want to say Siki's actually touches the line from their pictures, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, of course, if you massage your car, prep it, you know, make customizations, then you'll figure it out. Everyone's build's different. Everything is different on it, you know, different parts, different mods, different, just period. So like, you figure out what works for you. But I went with CX Racing because I just want to try it out. It's not like I can't sell it and try something else, but for now, that's what it is. So now that I have that undone, I have more access to the wires underneath the car, as well as the starter and all of that stuff. I can get under there. And then lastly, before I go in the house, bleed the transmission and make sure all the rest of the wires are out the way, leaving me with almost nothing to do but the drive shaft tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a pretty easy day. And considering it's gym day for me, I've started going to the gym. So yeah, I don't spend all of my days in the garage anymore. I lied, I'm in here every day, but I'm just telling myself I'm not here every day because I think I live here at this point. Inside the garage, I don't need a room anymore. I need to sleep down here. And I would, honestly, I fucking would. Side note, sidetrack. I would. My tools can be over here. And then I got that space over there that I could change into my room or whatever. Cause I think there's like a door back there. So I can like change that into my room so I can leave out that way without opening the garage. This over here can be where all my motorcycles and dirt bikes and stuff like that can go. And then it's already got a fridge right there. Bathrooms inside. If they could actually turn one of these corners into a master bed for like bathroom, honest to God, I'd probably live out here. Realistically, like you'll never see me again. That'd be great. Have my friends over, it's enough space. I got my cars in here, put a lift in this joint. Psh, that'd be perfect. Anyway, so yeah, now that I got that and I've rolled around in metal shavings and I feel it all over, because I'm not properly wearing any type of clothing to be down here.
Here.
Lower. Lower the shipyard. I'm still put something under it.
Come on, yeah, you're still supposed to.
Move, bitch.
Yes. Just God.
Damn, I could have did this all by myself.
Good.
I think that's what we're doing.
That's what I'm like. YouTube, you heard that? Alright, now.
Alright.
You ready?
Lower the shipyard. Oh, let me get on the other side first.
Fuck it, what if I just...
You already ruined one.
Shut up. You already ruined it.
Go ahead. Slowly. No other deck?
You good. All over. You good.
Yep, and transmission's up.
Good?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna do the transmission tomorrow.
Get everything else all the way lower, make sure.
Yeah, let me get a picture of it like this.
Good job, good job.
Oh, good thing I did this all by myself. I'm gonna just green screen your ass. What the fuck is over there floating?
Praying mantis.
Actually, a praying mantis scared the shit out of me when I came down here after I recorded the video for the thing. And it was looking at me the whole time on my handlebar. And I'm sitting there like, I freaked out. I told my grandfather he got the vacuum. That nigga would not go in the vacuum.
What the fuck, really?
Yes, he was just sitting there.
Praying mantis like the angle, kid. But I ever show you the video one, like.
Alright, so all by myself, I had to. My other light-skinned brother from another prayer mantis. Actually, I posted that on my YouTube. Prayer mantis facts.
Yeah, I know.
When I did the light, not too many people caught that. They were just like,
huh?
The fuck? I was like, yeah, how much damage can it deal to a human? Somebody was like, what the fuck? But yeah, sorry, my hair is all over the place. But full round, right back where I started. So yeah, now tomorrow I will save cracking it open. Release the Kraken! Cracking it open tomorrow and pretty much just fix that one goddamn line that's caused me hell. Yay. So yeah. Actually pull this. Yeah, this one line right here. This motherfucker. This is the reason I just had to do all of this work. This right here. It's cool though. Count your fucking days, sickie. Count your goddamn days. So nah, it was probably my fault, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna just let this rest. I've already destroyed one of my O2 sensors. So.
Well, not completely though.
Not completely. I probably will just return it. I don't know.
Just weld.
I'm gonna look it. I'm either return it or just.
Try it. I mean, you can try welding it first, and then return it.
Yeah, you're right. I do have a flux welder. I should try at least. Since it broke that fucking easily, it probably wasn't that great anyway. I'm gonna try to weld that back on there. Camera's not gonna focus. Ah. Okay. All right. Welcome back, guys. So it is the next day. Last night I got out of here probably 11 and went to sleep. So basically, when I looked at the line, I want to say, let's see if it's gonna focus. This to show y'all why it failed, more than likely. It's gonna focus. Let's put it around. Okay, so let's put it in front of something that doesn't have too many things in the background. Okay, then you see that little mark up there? I have a feeling maybe when I put it in, instead of the pin like basically being in between here to lock it in place, it probably wasn't in enough, and I'm assuming that the pin went down up here, and that's why after enough pressure it just popped out, because there's like no markings like here. It's right here. So I'm gonna be sure that it is all the way in when I do it. So that's more than likely why it failed. And why, because I mean, of course, bleeding, cutting and build pressure, it probably really, I mean, I don't really think it did but so much, but yeah, that's the thing. So I will be taking this off before I go back to the store, because I'm gonna go get roll pins. I'm just debating, do I want to go to Harbor Freight and get like 120 assortment? Doubt that I will need that many roll pins ever, but just to have, because why not? That or AutoZone has them for, I think, what about probably, I want to say 12 of them for $5, so $2 difference, versus just having 120. I was going to go get the assortment just in case out of the 12, none of them were the right size, and then I'd have to leave out anyway versus having a shit ton of them to find out. But I'm going to also see if the pin is still in there. because if the pin is in there, I bought some, it's upstairs, I bought some hole punches to punch it out if it is in there, and of course to punch the new one in. But if it is in there, I can at least take it out and see close enough how big it is, and then try to do that and see if that works. But first I'm gonna pull this off. I did damage the O2 sensor, like I said last night, but I'm gonna weld that back on there. I'm gonna try it, since I gotta replace it anyway. It just came off. I'll probably just do one little tack and it'll probably be good to go back on. But yeah, I'm gonna pull this off and get to it. And we are back. I went to the store and did a bunch of other shit that I probably didn't need to, but nonetheless I'm back in my travels. I did go ahead and, okay, well first let me just lay this out. So I bought this on Amazon, just a punch, so I have to stop like scavenging for stuff, just in case in the future if I need it, to basically, you know, tap stuff in, whatever. And then I bought this 12 pack. I didn't feel like going to Laurel. If all else fails, I will go to Laurel if these don't work for me. They were about $5. And then I bought $16 for speed bleeder to go on the end. This one is, at least the end of it is significantly smaller, this part. But I'm gonna see, hopefully this is the same. I want to say that they're mostly the same. So I'm gonna test fit that first, and then we're gonna tap this out and then see what size that is, and then start. Once I put all that back together and I know for sure that it is all tightened, then we'll put it back in and start over that process. All right, so I wanted to record while I was just changing out this. This is Sicky's speed bleeder. I had stripped that a while back, like it was on edge, and I finally stripped it just now, and I had to find a I couldn't find my vice grip, so I had to find a socket that was just slightly like perfect spot on, because I couldn't get one exactly since it's now a new shape. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one in and make sure that it seats securely, that I had got. Let's see if I can reach it without getting up. Probably not. Okay, I did. So here's the one I just got. Here's Sicky's. It's just flat. It should still work. Yeah, it'll still work because it's indentation. I don't really know if there was really a big difference on why theirs is flat, or if it even made any difference, but this is universal. It'll still work the same. Yeah, it'll still work the same. I noticed with Sicky's, the tiny one can come undone. This one is just one solid piece. This one, you can take the tiny one out to bleed it and stuff like that, but it'll do the same. Make sure. Yeah, so thread pitch is the same thing. They gave me 2 of them, and for $16 at AutoZone. Just this brake bleeder is what it's under. And yeah, I just needed this. Now I'm gonna tap this dowel pin out of the old one finally with my tapper set, and then I'll snug everything and just make sure tug on it a little bit. Make sure that we don't run into the same issue that I did trying, not even trying. So we don't run into the same issue that I've had just now, having to pull the motor out. So hopefully we'll be good. So I'm gonna keep working and hopefully be done by the, I said hopefully a bunch of times. I'm gonna keep working and we should be done a lot of stuff by the end of the day. It's raining, it's a good day. So yeah, hopefully. God, I can't stop saying hopefully. Shit, hold on. All right, let me go get my hammer. I'm gonna just tap this out. I know it's probably gonna stab through this mat, but fuck it. Get my hammer so I can tap that. Okay, so that's another thing. Hopefully I don't cut myself on it. As y'all can see, it's more than one piece. So this one was probably on its way out. I think honestly this was definitely, you probably can't see it. Hold on, let me put it. I'm gonna be honest, that's definitely my fault. You wanna know why? Cause I'm pretty sure when I replace, look at that, hold on, it's not getting clear. Nonetheless, it's probably not gonna clear anyway. But y'all can see it's in two pieces. I'm gonna be honest, I probably, knowing me, I probably lost the new pin that came with it and reused my old one because that one looked like hella bent inward and it just came out in fragments. So more than likely, I probably did reuse a pin and that's why it probably ended up splicing the way it did. So yeah, that's in the garage after finally getting the transmission and all of that good stuff. Made it back up to the car. Now, I want to just say something, right? So, let me set the camera up. Okay, so I just want to say that I don't even like this anymore. All right, so now that that's all done, I am going to officially attempt to put the car, well, I'm gonna attempt to put the engine and transmission back in by myself. Normally I have help, but this time I am going to be by myself. I've only test fitted just the block itself by myself, but with the transmission and the added weight, it's gonna be a little challenging for me, considering I've never done it just solo. I've always had someone, you know, my brother pulling the jack, and then, you know, my engine being held up, and then us working together. So, but because I don't have that help right at this moment before I need it to be done, I will attempt to do it myself. Considering that the transmission took so long to do myself, as far as putting it together, sorry, I'm moving around, as far as putting it together, and even though it took 5 hours and I wanted to give up and all that good stuff, I eventually got it done. So that makes me feel, considering everything I've done so far, that makes me feel like that I can possibly do this by myself. So I'm going to attempt to do this and see. Try to push it even more in to get it over that hump. See, the tricky thing is like it being angle pushing against the top makes it hard to get the bottom in without like beating on it too much. Okay. So I felt a little bump. I might have it over. Okay, yeah. So when I lower it, that was the issue. So getting it over the what is that called? The crossbar, sway bar, whatever. Sway bar, the fucking underpiece that's connected to with the engine stand sits, the engine mount sit on. That other part, the sway bar, is what is in the way that I have to kind of like bend in as I lower it, if that makes sense. That's why I needed a second person. But bend in and lower it so that it goes, the back of the motor goes over it so that I can actually get it. But I'm feeling pretty good with certain angles that I'm gonna actually get it in by myself and be able to mount it up. The other battle is gonna be lining it up to where I can fit the bolts in and mount the engine back in. So hopefully I'm gonna keep doing it in. Right there. See? So, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can angle the engine just a little bit more and push it in. Okay, that's as far as that goes. Let's see if I'm clearing it. So it's like, it's clearing it, but it's right there. And it's like I need, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower it to where the transmission has a little bit of pressure on the sway bar. I mean, yeah, the oil pan has the where it's stuck at has a little bit of pressure on the oil pan, because since I'm by myself, if it's a little pressure on the oil pan, it's gonna drop just a hair more when I take the crowbar and clear it. Then I can lower it and be done. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. That makes sense. So yeah, I mean, because it's sitting right on it. Okay, just a little bit. Let me make sure it's on it again. Let's see if I angle. Let's see. I'm gonna get under it, and because I can't get it from an angle and I don't want to be under the engine itself. So I'm gonna see if I can get it on this side, and then hopefully it'll drop on it. And it worked. Now I gotta lower it a little bit more and it should sit. Let me see if I can bring the camera to show y'all a better view to better explain underneath, because I didn't think I'd be able to get it that way. There's what I was talking about right there. Hold on, zoom in. So like right there, how that part is sitting, I had to pry it and put a pry like right there where the starter normally sits, angle it, and then push it so that it comes over, since I had it pressure on the sway bar. So now when I lower it, it'll go behind it and set down like it should. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually, yeah, I'm gonna probably leave the camera under here just so I can get a good angle to show y'all. Alright, so my hair is all over the place, but I am putting the last bolt in to the transmission mount. It was a little tricky. I did the passenger side, then this side, and they're in but loosely so that I still had wiggle room to like move the engine around. I've had to press on the driver's side to get it to line up, and then put one in and use a flathead to kind of hold the hole still. It's just a whole lot. And then once I get this in, I can tighten all of them. And then once I do that, I'm not going to take the hoist off just yet. I am going to go ahead and also put the bolts inside of the transmission as well and get those started. Actually, I'm going to get those started before I bolt down the engine. Tightly. And then that way they're all somewhat aligned, so that all I got to do is go in tomorrow morning and tighten everything down. That way I'm not putting no extra strain on it, and then I can move on to the headers and stuff like that. So making progress. I'm gonna try my best to be done by tomorrow evening around 4. I'm gonna wake up at 6, and hopefully I'll be done close to around tomorrow around 4.